What is going on, guys, and welcome back to Caernheim. And today there's three little projects that I've been working on that I kind of want to show you what I was doing. So the first one is this first building, and you walk into the right hand side of the gate, or the left hand side if you're looking out to the sea. We kind of went with this blue Tudor for it, and as you can see there, I made it a lot smaller because it was very square and it looked kind of weird. But I want like this little area to have a bunch of really houses all really compacted together, like as if they kind of ran out of room, you know? Like I wanted to get them all kind of really close together and really kind of just bring the ambiance of the city in. So we're outlining it in some dark oak wood, putting a tower on the side. I did a little bit of work on the bottom of the tower there just to kind of make it fit. I want to add loads of these towers so that when you look across like the skyline of Caernheim, because the self isn't like the land isn't flat, you're going to get like a lot of variation, and that's going to look for a really like compact and busy city, and that's kind of what I'm going for. So we're just adding a little bit of the fancy Tudor stuff around the windows. And then a simple kind of normal window kind of thing with the blinds going, a little fly through a different house there. Really working on making sure that each house looks unique, but still all has like the same kind of personality. It's a city, right, at the end of the day, so it should all be similar but different. They should all kind of like cohese together into one big block. So we're just flying behind the monument that we worked on last episode, just to kind of give you an overview of this house. And I love the way this house turned out. It's really unique, and it really just sits there, and it kind of augments itself against that blue house to the right. Second thing we worked on this in the live stream. So if you want to see me build the foundation of this and most of this church, please check out my recent live stream. It's uploaded. I'll link it in the description. Click on that, or maybe on a card on the screen right now. Click on it, and it'll show you what we did. So there's going to be a bunch of religions kind of going on within Caernheim, and this is going to be one of them. And I think this is going to be some kind of like light god or like heaven's deity. Went for that really cool, like as if the paint has started to rub off towards the bottom. I really like the way this church has turned out, and there's so much detail that we're going to be able to put into this. All the catacombs and stuff like that, and the fact this is on a hill really works for that. So we used a lot of, we were flying inside a little bit of the big two towers, and this is me working on like a bit of that window at the beginning of it. I want a lot of light to come in. I want this to be a very impressive structure when you walk in, and that's kind of what I went for. I'll take you a walk around this in a little bit now, and then we're going to jump onto the last project that I've been working on, and that's another little house. So this is right next to that house we worked on in the beginning. Ooh, a little bit of a stutter going on there then. This is going to be like a cart builder or something like that, someone who repairs, maybe a woodworker or something like that, and I wanted this building to stand out. So we've done a lot of really pointy roofs, and this one I wanted to stand out. So I went for kind of like a Mediterranean style. I tried this color out, but I really didn't like it. It didn't contrast very well. So I went and got some of that white brick that we had from the church, that we had left over from doing the church, and we started to pull this up. As you can start to see, you should be able to walk around Caernheim and kind of look at what... Oh, my phone's going off in the background. Kind of what buildings were built at what time by the bricks and stuff that they're built out of. Really like working into the lore of this. You'll be able to see that there'll be a lot of these kind of like a cobblestone and whitewashed buildings, and that'll be kind of reminiscent of where the city was at that point. It's got a really cool like central fireplace, because there'll be a big hearth in the middle for like tempering the wood and stuff like that. So I really wanted to put one in the middle there. We're putting a big doorway in the beginning to get some of these carts in. This isn't going to be a very big cart building, maybe just like, you know, one for like the peasants and stuff like that, but we definitely needed to add it in right at the beginning here, because of course this is by the docks. So you'll be using a lot of carts and stuff like that to get yourself in and out of the docks. And what a beautiful place to put it, right in front of that monument. And it contrasts against that, the blue Tudor of the building next door so well. So just spending some time really detailing up those windows, making it look unique. You know what I'm like, guys. Detail is something that I absolutely love, and I spend a lot of time going into it, but then it's a fine balance of not overdoing it, you know? So that's kind of where we ended off with that one. I'm going to go and grab a different color... I think a different color cobble or something like that, and maybe like dark stone or something like that, just to bring some of the contrast out of that cobblestone that's going on, because I found that cobblestone to be a little bit overpowering. What a really cool building, and it's on an angle again. I'm loving these angled buildings. A little shout out to Vigo Man again. He was the one that kind of turned me on to these angle buildings and how much they can kind of like push the building along. Here we go. I'm back. I've ran off. I grabbed some stuff. A little bit of detailing around that middle window, and then we're going to go through, knock some bricks out, and add in some of this dark hewn stone. Hewn stone is what it's called. So we're going to finish off this, and then I'm going to jump into first person, guys, and show you what it kind of looks like as we walk around. So give me a second, and I shall meet you on the streets of Caernheim. Well, guys, here we are in the streets of Caernheim. Well, at the moment, the street of Caernheim, we're kind of lacking. Hey, I tell you what. You know what? I'm kind of want to grab some of you. No, some of you. Just can I not? Okay. Okay. Things are going wrong. Let's get rid of them. We don't want them. Bye. So. Note to self, put something under those because I don't like the way the white looks. Anyway, we're in Caernheim. We're having a bit of a walk around the one street, and as you saw in the little bit of the replay that just went on, these two buildings are new. This one here and this one here. Nice new size buildings. Let me fly up and show you. So we're just kind of like filling in this little street area here. Let me show you where we are. Let me open up the map. We're right here. This is where we kind of are. Right as you come in through this little dock gate here. We still need to come up with a way to do a dock. I think I want to put a beach in first, and then we'll bring the dock out, maybe. I don't know, guys. Give me ideas. I don't really know what's going on. This was a failed attempt at some white wool. So, as you walk through, I've got a few ideas what I want these buildings to be. This first one here, I want it to be just like a general kind of, you know, fruit and veg kind of store. As you'd walk in, you'd get like your fruit, you get your veg, all that kind of stuff. Maybe even fish. Maybe something like that. There is a little fish in. You know, we're going to have the dock right here. It's really, really easy to walk straight in, go right, and boom, you're in like the little district. But I think there'd probably be fish markets out there, right? So here would be nice to have kind of like just like a general store kind of thing, you know? And then into this one. This one's going to be a brothel. So I've started to do a little bit of work on the inside. Let me show you kind of what's going on. So I want like this big open area with the stairs going up. All this is probably going to change. We're going to have rooms here, you know, where the guys can go in there, do their business, should we say. Let's just change that one for that one. Bloop, bloop. And over here. Up here, and then there'll be another floor as well for, like, maybe, like, the more established guests, you know? I know I picked that up. Get off. And then, as we come out here, we got a little bit of a cheese market. I kind of maybe thinking about turning this into, like, you know, a place where they kind of churn the cheese, because we've got this basement that we could potentially use down here, so I thought that would be kind of cool. You know, where they could churn the cheese in the basement and then bring it up into the store here, and on the market stall here, maybe they'd sell the stuff that was probably going off on the market stall here at a cheaper price. Maybe, I don't know. We got the monument, just kind of a nice little thing as you walk through, just a place where they can kneel and they can pray, you know, maybe light a candle for someone. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. And then into this one here. So this one, I want this one to be like some kind of like cart repair. We're gonna have a bunch of these around the city of, you know, where you could bring like your carts and maybe stuff. Maybe just like a wood shop, kind of just where you could go and kind of work on your things. And then upstairs we'll have a little living quarters. Nothing too fancy because it would just be like a little carpentry kind of place. And then maybe we'll have a little alleyway and then something in the corner here. But I like this design with like the center chimney. All these buildings really aren't done yet, guys. This is kind of us just sticking in some general shapes and stuff like that. So that's kind of where we're sitting with these buildings. Guys, if you've got any ideas, please hit me up in the comment section of what we can do. I'm really loving getting back into this kind of like mod pack and stuff. We've got this little bit on the side. Again, not entirely sure what we're going to do with this building. Let me take you inside. It's got two really nice entrances. I'm not entirely sure what we could do here. This I need your help with, guys. What can we turn this building into? It's a really, really, like, a large building. So, I'm thinking maybe like a, I don't know, like a map store or something like that. So, kind of got. And then the last thing we did is work on this church. So, we're going to have, the street is going to come up this way somehow and then meander off. We've got this lovely little hill in the middle. And I want there to be a couple of religions and a couple of, like, deities going on within Caernheim. So, we've got one here. I'm thinking this could be like maybe like the light god or something like that. And I'll explain that in a second. Or maybe something that kind of like worships the heavens. We're going to have quite a few in Caernheim. Let me bring the map back up and kind of show you. So this is where this main one is right now. And then we're going to have, obviously this is going to be like the big, this is going to be not the castle or the keep, but the more upmarket area. And then because of course we're going to have the castle sitting off kind of in the distance here. And then I want to put like another temple up in the hills. So I want there to be a couple. I'm thinking maybe 3 or 4. Maybe they worship different things, you know, for different reasons, like the light and the dark and all that kind of stuff. But you come through these really cool little gates that I've kind of built. I really like these. Just a place where you walk in so you know you're kind of walking into this kind of territory. Let me, in fact, while we're up here, let me grab some of this dirty cobble. And let me just dirty some of this up a little bit. Because, you know, it wouldn't really exactly be nice and thingy. You know, it'd be quite dirty as you walk through. So you walk through this first. Let's get rid of these over here. You walk through this little path. I still need to do a little bit of work up here. I want this to be very overgrown. Added in some lovely, lovely trees. Time set 3000. Oh, I just wrote it rather than did it as a command. There we go. So you walk up here, you got another entrance which is going to take you that direction, and then you've got another entrance going to take you that direction. Let me fly up and show you. You know, so you've got kind of directions going everywhere. There's nothing that direction, because that's where the big temple's going to be. But this is all still a work in progress, guys. It really is. As you know, I'm not one to finish a project in one go. I kind of like to... Can I? They do have trapdoors. Can I put a trapdoor underneath that? Can you see what I want to do? I know there is a way. No, you can't. Got it. Never mind. Never mind. Let's get rid of these. There we go. So, you got this kind of thing, and this has got 3 towers, and I'll show you kind of what goes on. The path still needs to come around here a little bit. There's another one here into, like, the main kind of entrance of this church. We need to add some little holes here. Just something like that. There we go. That'll work. That'll work for now. And as you come into this church, I've done a little bit of detail on the inside, guys. Nothing much. But you walk in. This is a huge, huge, huge area. So, we're going to have 2 towers that take you all the way up. Either side, right here, take you all the way up. That'll take you into 2 tiny little, like, meditation areas at the top. Maybe we'll have a little bit up there for maybe like the head priest or something to pray on his own. Or something like that. Be closer to the heavens. And then, obviously, they're going to take you up to the second layer. And let me take you down a little bit. So, we're going to have benches and stuff. We're going to have some proper chairs at the front, you know, for the more esteemed people. And then we're going to have some nice little chairs either side here. The altar's going to sit roughly about here. It's going to be elevated ever so slightly. And then we'll have the side tracks and stuff like that. Oh, I've missed. There we go. Missed some... There we go. Missed some kind of stuff. And these will take you underground as well to the catacombs and stuff like that. And then also they'll take you up. So I haven't put the stairway in yet, but this will take you into another kind of... This is where like the cheap seats would be, kind of, because you can't really see over. You'd be up in the rafters. Or maybe this is where the most expensive seats would be. Oh, we need to do something here so it's easier to get through. You know? Let's be fair, if this is to do with some kind of god, you know, being closer to the faith maybe what's needed. I'm thinking maybe something like that. Oh, that one's fine there. Just we got a bit more room up here. How does that look from over here? I kind of liked it the way it was. I'm not going to lie. We may have to go back and fix that. I did kind of like it the way it was. Give me that. Give me that. Go back like that. Like that. You can still get through, I guess. You know what I mean? You can still get through. It's not atrocious. Like, it's been better. We've had worse. Ah, these were these, weren't they? I remember now. Like that. Oh, come on, place the block. On there, and then one there, like that. There we go. So maybe these would be the cheap seats and stuff like that. So this is kind of like where we're sitting, and at the front here, this is what I was saying about it being like towards the heavens. That front, if you jump back onto the map, this front really white structure here, kind of, I've opened the top so it looks straight out to the sky, and I kind of thought that was kind of cool. I might have something sticking out here that kind of looks like it's funneling the light downwards, so maybe when it hits 12 o'clock, the sun will be pretty much right there. And it'll light this entire place up. Maybe, I don't know, guys. Give me some ideas. And either side here, I want little, like, not huts, but little rooms. Either side here, some wooden rooms where all the stuff is kept. And the same down here. And all that kind of stuff. But that's where we're sitting with Caernheim at the moment, guys. I'm still getting my feet into it. I'm still kind of working out how I want to go about doing this series. Because this series is going to take quite a lot. And I want to make sure that we're splitting it up for you guys. So, let me know. We're going to do some, like, singular projects where we sit and we actually build stuff together. But I think for, you know, just, like, bulking stuff out, it's easy just to do the replay mod and kind of go for it. We'll do a lot on live stream as well. What I'm thinking is we may do a live stream, let's say on a Monday or a Tuesday, and then we'll use the stuff we do in there for the episodes where we take a little bit of a walk around. So if you guys want to see how I build it, the live stream footage will be there. The live stream footage for that is already up, so go check that out. And guys, we're going to leave it there today. We've done quite a lot. Oh, that's a nice barrel. I'm going to use that barrel. I like that. Bump. Oh, no, there we go. Oh, we've already used it, man. Now I feel kind of silly. We're going to put one there too. There we go. We're going to leave it there, guys. Like I said, hit me up in the description. Not the description. I do the description. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what we should do. Where are we going? What are we going to do? How are we going to go about doing this area? Because this is a big, big area. Look at it up here. We're going to terraform it, flatten it out a little bit. But I'm thinking up here we'll have, like, the main keep is going to sit out in the water over here. This is where the main keep is going to sit. On an island on its own. Just over here. But then, in here, maybe we will have, like, the large castle. Maybe. I don't know, guys. If you liked it, don't forget to hit the like button and ring that little bell. And if you feel like you want to see more, hit that subscribe button and you'll get a ping every time I do something. But that's where we're sitting for Caernheim. I think this is episode 3, episode 4. Not entirely sure. It's getting there, though, guys. It's getting there. I shall see you next time. See you guys.